What story do you hear? Have you ever wondered what story do you hear? You find what you are looking for in the world around you. You find evidence to support your story created from your own perspective. In this episode, you will hear about some famous scientists and engineers and how their lives shaped my vision of my own career. I was also curious about the mindset that wealthy people have and reading about so many engineers that have this mindset. I will also share some thought patterns that you can apply to your own life and change the perspective of your vision for life and career. First of all, let's define the difference between being wealthy and being rich. I have a very simple definition for you. Rich is the ability to buy any book you want. Wealthy is reading it when you want. So you can have all the money in the world and still not be able to use it. But wealth is more a state of mind where you are at peace with what you have and you know how to use it well and enjoy it. Wealthy is having it all, but not the world's all, your all. Wealthy is putting your ego aside and creating your vision. Many of us have lost our own all in the world's all because consumer culture is designed to make you feel like you need something more to be at peace, to be happy. Now, I would like to tell you a story about two famous engineers and scientists who did so much for humanity and had completely different perspectives in life. One of them was modest, had incredible visions for his work, slept a few hours at night only, never married or had children. He and his ideas still live today, and he made our modern world possible. Some of his ideas are still a puzzle for scientists today, as well as theories he had. He lived for science, but also took good care of his own body and health. He took care of the food he was eating, exercised. He was a vegetarian and vital in his old age. There was another trait he had, and that is he lived for engineering. He didn't chase money or fame. When I was a little girl, my vision for my career was shaped by this man's life. I read a lot about him, and as many other engineers, I am and was inspired by him. But you hear what you want to hear from other people and see what you want to see. What you see and hear is a reflection of your own mind. So for me, Tesla, and his life were like a synonym of a brilliant mind who was satisfied with his work only. So I shifted this belief into my own career vision, even though I'm a completely different person from this famous scientist. I was always passionate about my career in engineering, and there was a time when my only satisfaction was pursuing this passion. My belief was that doing what you love is enough of a reward in life and you shouldn't ask for more. I backed this up with a story I created in my head about Tesla that sounded like if you really love what you do, you don't need anything else. While there is nothing wrong with doing what you love, there is something wrong in thinking that you cannot have it all. For example, earning more money, supporting your family with that money, and at the same time enjoying what you do. Just because someone else lived in a certain way doesn't mean that that is universal truth. Just because some famous scientist I don't know lived in a certain way doesn't mean that I should apply everything he did on my life. And of course, I need to emphasize that he might have had it all, Maybe his life was a reflection of his all, and my life is a reflection of my all, and my goals, my vision for my life, family, and all other things. Another scientist I want to talk about is MIHAJLO PUPIN. He is well known and valued in the USA as well as in Serbia. Where he is from, Pupin was different from Tesla in many ways. He lived and worked in the USA and learned to balance all things in life. From my perspective of reading his autobiography and some books about him. He didn't have an easy life at all, but he took the most out of it. He had so many patents that some of them are still today revealed. He is considered as one of the most influential scientists in the electrical engineering field in the world. Yet, I often hear people, especially in his country of origin, Serbia, talking about this incredible man as a materialist and a capitalist. Well, yes, he earned a lot of money and was one of the wealthiest people in the world. Sort of. What a lot of us don't know about him is that he was willing to give it all his possessions for his country of origin when Serbia was in trouble because of the war. He also funded many organizations in Serbia and helped renew the country after the war had destroyed it, and did all this while living in the USA. Reading about him opened up a whole new world for me. I realized that this is what you can do with money. Help. You can help a lot more if you have more money than if you don't. You can create your own world. If you have your own funds, you don't have to go and search for investors. You can be your own investor and fund your own projects. You can have health. You can have any education you want, and you can give your kids the same. If you love your job, then money gives you resources and freedom to do that job in a way you want. So when you start digging deep into the belief system, all those sentences that are not true come on the surface. Sentences like, yes, you're poor, but you have more love, you have more health, or you have more time. Or you're poor, but you love your job. Those sentences have nothing to do with the truth, but are an escape from responsibility. And you seek those sentences in the lives of people you admire, like famous scientists I talked about. You connect, in this case, money with happiness or purpose, yet money is a tool that can give you more freedom, education, health, or anything else you want. But it is easier to think that money is the root of all evil that makes us miserable. So, this first episode is just a wake-up call for you to see what sentences you believe are true about money. In the end, I want to ask you to write 5 sentences about money that you believe are the truth, the ultimate truth. Do you think money is evil? Do you think that people with less money are happier? Ask yourself, where did this belief take you? Do you think that you don't need a raise because you love your job, like I did, for example? We will continue digging deeper into limiting beliefs you have in the next episode, but don't think a change can come overnight. Change comes with implementing and solving challenges as you go. So if you are ready to start solving your career challenges with a mentor, now is the right time to join me in my coaching program for STEM professionals. The link is in the description of this video. Thank you for listening.